because we take this job so serious.
And at number one, God help me,
Caleb Williams.
Obviously, Josh Allen.
I'm sorry.
Caleb Williams. Shut your mouth.
It was.
Boy, you better shut up.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
she will join us later. Now,
Yep.
Wait, what did I say?
this happened during
Oh, come on.
the break.
Hey. That's a lie right there. That's a lie.
You just need to go ahead and take that sign down because it's a flat out lie.
No, in the words of Ron Burgundy, that's profiling. And
profiling is wrong.
You guys are profiling by calling me cute, by lying
No, we're just
about
telling
me.
the truth.
No, we're speaking the truth.
No.
Yep.
Well,
No.
we're not going to win this argument. She's going to leave that up during the show, just like I'm not going to win the argument here in the household about the first two rules of the house, because not only does my wife say them, but so does my daughter, even though I do try to put daylights out of them all the time. Listen, I have something to hand out here.
Oh, no.
Super producer, y'all did. Well, let me just say that y'all know where I'm going. I didn't have to do this on a Friday, but considering what happened earlier in the week, I must.
It.
Part two this time.
Fourth time this week.
And this week's DOLT of the week is...
the New York Yankees.
Yes!
Why? What
Now,
happened?
Now, give me this doggone camera.
Oh, boy.
The New York Yankees. Y'all got smoked. You got trashed. You got ripped to shreds. You have 4 innings of a possible 36 to do something. 4. In 4 innings, you did something, and it gave you game 3. Then in game 4, you got kicked in the head and told, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. The Yankees organization has a lot of questions to answer, but I can solve the Yankees' problems with one word: pitching.
You're not wrong.
Let me say that again. I can solve the Yankees' problems. Now, granted, they were without a couple of their big arms, Garrett Cole being one of them, who's down with Tommy John surgery, and I don't think he's going to pitch next year. But I can solve the Yankees' problems with one word: pitch and ing. In other words, when it came to the division series, when you're facing the number 1 seed in the American League, a team that you chased down, caught, but still lost to because Toronto won the last 4 games of the year against Tampa Bay, you weren't going to compete. And the one swing that told me the series was over, even though it was extended, 4 words for you. 5, actually. Vladdy Guerrero Jr.'s Grand Slam. That put a hole in one of the ribbon boards at Skydome. That put a hole in the Yankees' chances. Mm-hmm. They had a bigger hole, and that ball that hit the ribbon board at Skydome had left a bigger hole than the Philadelphia 76ers organization left a big hole in their lineup when they decided to gut it and trust the process. That left a bigger hole in their lineup than the holes that Cam Scatterboo was running through last night against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm. That ball left a bigger hole than what V. Shoujo had in their bank account.
That thing left That thing left a bigger hole than Niji Sanji has for a brain. How about that?
Oh my God.
That thing left a bigger hole than what happened in the 11th inning last night at Chavez Ravine. And the Phillies were I'll get to the Phillies later. And the Phillies were the number 2 seed in the National League, and they got slapped. The same way the New York Yankees got slapped in 4 games. You had no pitching coming into this series because you extended it in a wild card series. A series you shouldn't have been in the first place because you had a 7-game lead to open up the season.
Mm-hmm.
No one was supposed to touch you. Someone forgot to inform the Toronto Blue Jays of that, and Vladdy Guerrero put you to sleep.
Vladdy GTS'd them.
Dear New York Yankees, I'm so glad you're eliminated, because had it gone to a Game 5, that game would have been influenced by Major League Baseball and turned out to be a lot of... But fortunately, the Blue Jays are back in the Sky Dome, resting and awaiting their opponent. And I don't care if it's the Tigers or the Mariners, the Blue Jays will beat them in 5 games. Period. Now,
It'll be the Mariners.
Now watch what happens next year. The Yankees are going to get so much hype coming into the season because maybe they solve their pitching woes. Maybe they put some people around Aaron Judge. And just maybe.
Yeah, Stanton wasn't it this year.
And just maybe Jazz Chisholm will grow a set and actually play infield. Because he didn't do it that much in the playoffs. And if you think he's going to be back next year,
you tripping.
Not happening. Man, you tripping more than the Cincinnati Bengals who signed Joe Flacco, who has a chance to beat the Packers again. More on that later.
Yeah, twice in the same season with 2 different teams.
2 times.
2 times. And if you
2 times.
If you think the Yankees are coming back next year,
You fool!
not happening.
I mean, if they can get Jason Dominguez going and maybe get a good catch. I mean, Austin Wells came into his own during the playoffs.
But I see 2 problems. Number 1, Austin Wells has to be consistent.
Yeah.
And there's a pitch that falls him. We like to call it the slider.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Just like, and I know Dog's going to hate me for this joke, but I got to say it. Just like there's a pitch that befell David Ortiz in 2005. We like to call it the fork ball.
You got to go there.
Same pitch, different, because you know I'm right. Same pitch, different grip, same result.
I mean, yeah.
But on top of that, Jazz Chisholm committed a big error in the 6th inning in Game 4, which opened the floodgates for the Blue Jays. It gave them enough room, and then they slammed the door. Just like every free agent the Yankees are going to try to buy off will slam the door too. So unless you get some actual offensive production, because it ain't Giancarlo Stanton, Austin Wells, maybe Trent Grisham. I don't know. But Yankees, you got some problems. And unless you
I'll give you a name the Yankees could go after. Pete Alonso.
He ain't coming.
My.
He ain't switching pinstripes.
So did he.
He's already declared free agency.
Matter of fact, Pete Alonso may go to Texas.
I don't see that happening.
Later. We'll do our predictions later.
Texas.
But New York Yankees,
You fool!
and I leave you with this. I'll leave you with this. And now a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled "Duh, Yankees Lose."
You know when Vladdy Jr. did that, it was eating Jeter and A-Rod.
And it's going to continue to until they solve the problem. You realize since they opened the new house, they only have one World Series win?
Just one.
One.
Red Sox have more. Suck on that, New York.
Yeah.
In a better ballpark. I have yet to see the new house inside and out, but I've been to the press box at Fenway. I've been to the press box at U.S. Cellular Field. I'll take those over the new house any day. Unless I get a chance to finally meet in person one of my dearest friends who is the radio voice of the Yankees, the one and only Dave Sims. And I plan to do that next year. Now get out of my face, you thirsty. Just
hey, that's supposed to be for Wednesday.
Oh, and as far as this goes,
You tripping.
The Yankee. I want to give a little bit of pushback. Not. I mean, the Yankees are the Yankees, but the Yankees got, and I'm going to coin this phrase. They got ESPN.
yes.
Yes.
After the Red Sox series, and Snowman, you and I talked about this. I texted Snowman right away when I saw ESPN claim that I forget the pitcher's name. I don't even care.
Cam Schlittler, who pitched Game 4. Cam Schlittler.
What he pitched 8 shutout innings, and they said, "Oh, it's the most shutout innings in playoff history." And I'm sitting there going, Jack Morris pitched 10 innings in a World Series game.
Yep.
Like
immediately
made up a fact.
He literally got "What are we doing?" going off in his mind.
Listen, Deeds immediately texted that to me, and they said Cam Schlittler, the first pitcher to pitch 8+ shutout innings. There's a fellow named Jack Morris that would like to have a conversation with you about that.
Wait a minute. Does this mean ESPN is the Fox News of sports?
Basically. And that's why
sounds about right.
And that's why we're better, because we actually do our research. And you know what? Y'all keep saying it. You know what? Let me just do it this way.
Do it.
I just have to ask. We just have to ask ESPN and other major sports outlets. Note the capitalized underlined word. The following question:
What are we doing? I mean, it took 3 seconds. It took 3 seconds of research. It took them to say it, and as soon as they finished the sentence, I was like, "Wait, Jack Morris, what are we talking about here?"
Here's the bad part about it. They Fox got it right when they coupled it with him having 12+ strikeouts. ESPN got it wrong when they didn't put that factoid within it. Okay?
Yeah, they didn't put in the caveat.
They didn't put that caveat in there. And oh, by the way, to the person who challenged me saying I can't find a pitcher who had 10+ strikeouts and 8+ shutout innings, I offer the name of Hall of Famer Jack Morris. Up October 27th, 1991 at the Metrodome. A pause for a break. When we come back on this potluck Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning, a fabulous football Friday, can Seattle actually get it done in a closeout game? Well, this is their third shot to do it. And then the second hour, all football, all the time. And yes, we're getting our butts kicked in the picks again. Because there's a pretty lady behind me, as well as this one below me, that kind of cheated. She looked over my sheet. Not you. Not you. My wife. Who looked at my sheet and said, "That's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, and that's wrong." And she was actually right.
So does that
More
mean we
frivolity
can
introduced.
disqualify her?
No, you cannot. Besides, she made up the rule. And I kid as I say that. Back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.